to have a dog. So dogs are getting put back in the shelters. The shelters are all full, the rescues are all full, and unfortunately it's a really bad time to be a dog because the shelters all have finite space, right? They only have so many runs, and it's not their fault, right, that people are relinquishing their dogs. But honestly, the 2 weeks before 4th of July, which is coming up next weekend, shelters do start killing for space. That means they have to get rid of the dogs that are there because they know there's going to be a huge influx of dogs. When 4th of July happens, the fireworks go off. Dogs get scared, they get out of their houses, yards, whatever, if people aren't there watching them, and then they either get hit by a car or they get lost, get scooped up by animal control, so they go into the shelter. It's the busiest time of the year for the shelters. So that's what happens now. If you can foster, that really helps us because that means we can go save another dog from the shelter, and that dog won't be put to sleep simply because there's no space. And that's really what I want to talk to you about. So please, this is the time to open up your hearts and homes. If you were thinking about adopting a dog, go do it. You can do it from us, you can do it from another rescue, or do it from a shelter, because any of those places will literally save that dog's life, right? So we need your help. We need fosters. We're in dire need of fosters always, but right now we have an influx of moms and pups that need to have fosters. But don't worry, we have older dogs. If you don't want a puppy, we have older dogs that need fosters too. All of them are good. We will provide training, vet care, food, any supplies. You just provide the 2 walks a day if it's an adult dog, and an inside living space for them to sleep and stay. If you have any questions, you can type them into the chat. You can email us at info@thelittlereddog.org. Or if you know you're going to do it, just go to thelittlereddog.org and click on forums, and you can either adopt or foster. Thanks, guys. It really will save a life. Yeah. So I'm going to go right into Remmi. Come on, Remmi. This is last but not least. She is one of my favorite girls. Hi, baby. She's a puppy. She's barely, a year, a little over a year old. She's going to get into my champagne, so we're going to move that. She needs a very active home. She's super dog friendly. She just really needs a home. She's a good girl. Adorable, sweet. Joanna is her foster. As I said earlier, Joanna is one of our best fosters. She's fostered the most dogs than anybody in our program. She has, how many dogs have you fostered?
Oh no, over 300 and something.
Over 300 dogs, right?
I haven't counted lately.
She does a lot of moms and puppies. That's why the big number. But she also does a lot of dogs. So Remmi came to us, if you remember. Mackenzie's told you the story. She was out hiking with her former owner. She fell off a cliff. She did break her leg. She had surgery. She has a little bit of a scar. You can't tell because she is ready to roll. But she got fixed up. Our friends from Hope for Paws, the owner didn't want her anymore, so they asked us if we could take her, and of course we couldn't say no. Hope for Paws does a lot for us. They just celebrated their 15th birthday, and Remmi is one of those dogs, and thankfully for them, they helped her, and now she's ready for her own home. So tell us about Remmi.
She's, like you said, she's just a lot of energy. She's an incredibly sweet girl. She's still learning, like she's a puppy. So the only thing you would need to be careful is if you do have small children. She is still working on her socialization and personal boundaries with being a puppy. Like a lot of times they learn that when they're, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, and they're a lot smaller than this. She's still learning that, so she still occasionally will jump up and takes a lot of things out on her way. So amazing dog. She's incredibly smart. She has definitely had some training. Like she knows leave it, she knows sit, she knows down. She's just not 100% all the time at doing them yet. So she's just going to need somebody who's going to work with her, reinforce her boundaries, make sure that training continues, and gives her lots of walks.
That's the key. With dogs like Remmi, they just need those 2 solid walks. We say 30 minutes. That is really the minimum. For the more active dogs, if you can do that and maybe throw the ball for them, or do even 5 minutes of the basic obedience training, sit, down, stay, that burns a lot of mental energy too, so it really does make them tired. And we always say a tired dog is a good dog. So
she is crate trained.
She's crate trained.
100% crate trained. She does sleep in her crate at night. Yeah, she's
There must
potty
be-
trained, crate trained. So the two big ones are the potty training and the crate training. We got those out of the way for you, but the rest of it is going to definitely still require some work.
And honestly, again, if you are doing the walks correctly, that will take care of most of it.
You're such
But
a
she is a young
character.
dog and she needs a lot of activity. If you want to hike, this is your dog. You want to run, she's actually your dog. I don't know what it is about this chair, but everyone wants to get underneath it. So maybe they want to go for a swim.
Come here.
All right. Well,
I
if
bet
you
she does, actually.
are interested, that would be fine. We can get in there. If you're interested in Remmi, go to thelittlereddog.org, click on forms and adopt,
Thank
and
you.
fill one out today. This girl is beautiful, fun, active,
Nope.
good with
Nope.
dogs. We have tested her with the cats. She was a little interested in the cats. I probably would feel less inclined to put her in a cat household. But other than that, she is good. She, just like Joanna said, if you have little kids, she might knock them over just because she doesn't really understand her size and weight. But she is adorbs. So again,
I
go to
know.
littlereddog.org and click on forms and adopt Remmi. Okay, and that is it. Remmi is our last dog, so thank you for hanging in there with us. Sorry that Mackenzie wasn't here. It's been a little bit of a crazy time today, but we appreciate it. Thanks to Montevideo. Thanks to all of our fosters and adopters and our volunteers. You guys have a great day. Thank you. Happy 4th of July.
She's like, fly.
Yeah. We out there. There you go.